Hey everybody, welcome back to Atlantic Firearms. Today we're taking a look at the FB Radom Beryl pistol, chambered in 5.56. It also shoots .223. We've been waiting years for these to arrive. Actually, it's been a collaborative effort with Atlantic Firearms and the importer Arms of America. Our troops and their troops have been talking with the gang over at FB for probably the better part of 3 years now about being able to bring in some of these pistols, as well as hopefully down the road some of their other firearms, including maybe rifles. We'll have
I hope so.
Yeah, we'll have to see. But today we're taking a look at these. Again, real excited to see them. The guys and gals over at Arms of America let us know that they were finally in the country. They shipped us our shipments so that we could come down here and start to play with them. We're here to go over a few of the features, let you see what's going on with this cool new Polish import, and take a look at it. Matt's going to go over some of the odds and ends with the gun.
Yeah, guys and girls, let's go ahead and take a look at the FB Radom mini barrel pistol here. This is the 5.56 by 45, and it can also run .223. We did try that earlier and had good success with both cartridges. Really cool offering, as Blaine's already expressed. We've been waiting for this for a while. We'll start on the rear end, work forward with the features. We have the FB classic designed ergonomic grip here. We also have a rear sling mount. It's a pretty interesting sling mount. If you can get a picture of that, it's on a pretty hard angle there. It's probably not a real 45-degree angle, but it sure appears that way. Great for you to be able to mount like a flat sling or something with an HK clip to that if you're going to run this as a pistol. Really neat there. What this does also pose a little bit of a challenge for those of you guys that are going to be looking to use a brace. With the pistol that Blaine has in his hand, that still has this sling loop on it. Using the SB Tactical mount that you see for the SB 47 braces, you can kind of go over top of this sling mount a little bit. It does push out, and it could sit a little bit closer there if you wanted to remove this. But these are collectible pistols. We're not going to be doing any alterations like that at this point in time. But just throwing that out there for you guys that may want to do that. Also, this has a recoil release, much like what you'll see on the Tantal, where it has a locking tab on the top. You have to depress that and then push it into the top cover to release the top cover. Also has a Tantal style safety that is enhanced with this additional shelf. These are also, you'll also see those on the barrel rifles as well. The receiver is gorgeous. It has the spot welds like it should on this side and on this side as well. You can see the spot welds running down here, as well as the correct dimples. A nice FB stamp on the side. The other nomenclatures here below the trunnion. These do have the upper optic rail, excuse me, and very interesting sights too. They offer the 0 to 300 meter peep sight that you can also flip down and have a notch sight there. It's really cool. It also works well with an optic mounted on top. You're able to use the fixed sights below the aim point or whatever other optic you would want to use on there. So really cool there too. The handguards are pretty unique to this gun. It's more or less like a Tantal shortened, or the mini barrel. The handguard, the upper handguard, works just like the Tantal does, and the retainer the same way, where the entire retainer slides forward. This lower handguard is also really nice too. It's extremely small, and I mean, you can get part of your hand on there, which is great overall. The gun has numerous markings on it. I did mention the markings on the side of the receiver, the bolt carrier, the bolt, the usual suspect parts that would have numbers on them do, gas tube, recoil assembly. So it's really cool as far as a collectible with all the matching numbers there. Out to the front, we have a combination gas block, sight block combo. And here is in the import configuration, this has the 24mm thread pattern with this muzzle device on it. Now underneath here, it's rather interesting. What FB's done is they've actually sleeved the barrel and then put this thread here. There's pins that are usually there to capture the sleeve on the barrel. We've already removed the pins in anticipation of removing the sleeve as well. We just haven't done that prior to this video because we want you guys to see it the way it is out of the box. These do have the hammer forged chrome lined barrel in them as well. An FB staple, just a real quality built gun here. Guys, definitely something nice to add to the collection, something unique. And they come with the FB Radom magazine as well. Whale tail magazine release and original fire control.
So I think, I don't know if Matt addressed it or not, when you took the muzzle brake off, when you talked about this sleeve, did you mention that potentially they could remove the sleeve if they wanted to?
You know, I'm not sure if I did or if I didn't, but just like Blaine said, you certainly can remove this sleeve. That's our anticipation, or what we plan to do with it. That's why we knocked the pins out. So we can push that off and then, you know, start to look at other options from there, because there's no threading on it underneath of there. It's a naked barrel. So you'll have no threads if you were to push this sleeve off.
Yeah, so you could thread it in your preferred thread pattern.
Yep.
And I think that it was done that specific way so they could get it into the United States from an import perspective, not as a threaded barrel, because really it's not technically a threaded barrel.
Correct.
But they did a really nice job with it. It looks super cool. I don't, you know, just depends on whether you're going to run a different flash hider or if you want to put a suppressor on it. But super cool offering. Like I said, Matt and I have been wanting to get our hands on these for years. Little history about our relationship with the gang over at FB. I think we bumped into them probably 3 or 4 years ago, along with the Arms of America team. We actually went out to dinner and had a couple of drinks. Real good folks over there at FB. And then we've had multiple meetings over the years. They've actually visited our facility. Part of the reason why it's been so slow to get the product in the country was because FB is the Poland defense contractor and supplies most of the firearms for the Polish defense forces. They were tied up with the new Grot rifle, and they let us know that that contract was going to take several years for them to fulfill, and that was their main priority, defending their country and arming their forces. So we kind of took a little bit of a backseat, but we were happy to do that because we all understand about, you know, taking care of the homeland, and we were patient enough to wait for it. We're finally here, and we've got them. We're looking forward to working with everybody at FB in years to come. There's a lot of new and exciting things that we're working on with them, and we expect to see the FB footprint and brand name expand in the United States. So you want to stay tuned to both FB, Arms of America, and Atlantic Firearms, because we're working hard to supply shooters and enthusiasts like you, as well as us, with some of these cool imported Polish products. Come on down to the range. Matt and John are going to run these through with some 5.56 and 223 ammo. Join us down there and have some fun.
Yeah, guys, let's go check these things out, running, and definitely check them out live on the website. Got some 5.56 here loaded up, and we're going to go ahead and run this a little bit. You guys can check these things out and some of the other FB offerings on the website. Ran smooth as glass, guys.
I got some 5.56 ammo in there right now, and we're just gonna have a little fun today. Continuing testing with this Polish import from FB Radom, the Beryl AK pistol here, chambered in 5.56, but we are now testing it with some 223 ammunition. We got this pistol here set up with an aim point optic and an SB tactical brace, and we're having some fun today. Nice. Ran that 223 like a champ, as well as a 5.56. Check them out on the site.